What's up, guys? How's it going, everybody? So just like myself, I am sure that you might have seen the trailer for Black Widow. It is finally live, which was pretty exciting to check out. And today we're going to go on ahead and design the brand new white costume that we see Black Widow wear in the Black Widow movie trailer within Lego DC supervillains, which I know is probably quite surprising because a lot of people will say, well, why don't you design this in Lego Marvel superheroes? Well, because first and foremost, Lego DC supervillains is by far the best customizer that we have ever gotten in any Lego game, period. And then furthermore, I think it's a bit more of a challenge to try to build this costume. Now, one thing that I do want to ask you guys is to go on ahead and hit that like button down below. Of course, let me know if you guys would like to see other designs from that trailer. I guess would it be too obvious to point out? How do we get to this? I'm trying to think of a clever way to point out the Red Guardian. I'm trying to get around to it, and let's just say this. The Red Guardian is going to be an upcoming custom video, but if there's other characters in that trailer that you would like to see, let me know. I definitely would love to hear from you guys. So with that in mind, let's get a rocking and let's get a rolling. We're going to go on ahead and first and foremost change up the name, because obviously this was a custom that we had built before. And this was actually part of our charity stream for the Christmas stream, which was a blast. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, go check it out. So the first thing we need to decide on is the following, and that is we do see in the trailer that she has the double wielding batons, like the sticks on her back. So we could include those in this design. I'm trying to think which one of these possibly has the correct item. So we're looking for something that will essentially be like the fighting sticks that she uses, and I don't know. I guess maybe this would sort of work as that. Like, it wouldn't be the worst design, so I'd probably repaint this to be light gray, so you can go on ahead and go with that look. And I would probably go with the dual wielding design. So there's an option. You could go that way for her weapons of choice, or you could obviously also go the pistol route, because she does have obviously pistols in hand as well, or we see on the costume that there's holsters for the pistol, so you could go that route as well. So I think we'll go with the pistol route for this design, and hopefully it turns out cool once we are done. Okay, so next step is the actual design of the character. So first and foremost, I guess we're lucky with the fact that the gloves are already taken care of. She has the white glove design, so really no concerns there. Now, for the arms, we're going to need to go with a mostly white design, but if we can, I would really love to find some sort of a design that has the, I don't know what they would be called, like wrist guards or something like that, where essentially they are the components where we've seen her before in previous films, like use them almost as like little charge ups for her punches. So that's kind of what we're looking for. And I don't know if we'll find something like that. I don't know if there's something that is that specific available. Of course, if we don't, we might be able to just go the route of just the plain white design. But I do want to take a look first before we jump to a conclusion and decide any which way. Okay, so first of all, I think that that is a really, really excellent option, because that gives us that design that we're looking for. So I think that that's great. I wonder what this would look like. Oh, okay, you can't recolor this. I always forget that for some reason the rain arms you can't recolor. I'm not really sure why. It's like a weird glitch in the game. I guess you could technically also use something like this. I think that works quite well also. So it really is a tad bit of a personal preference here at this point of what you think looks cooler. I will say that surprisingly, I think that that does look a little bit cooler. But I also do like and appreciate the fact that the other design that we had selected... Let me just see for a sec. What does this look like? Nope, that looks a little too busy. The other design that we'd selected, which one was it? Was it this one? No, it wasn't. I guess you could use that too, by the way. So clearly there's a few options available. Where's the design? I don't remember which arms those... Oh, it was this one right here, Orion. So I do like this one though as well because it gives us the shoulder pad sort of look too. So they're both pretty good, but I don't know. I just think that generally speaking, I think we'll end up with a cooler look if we go with the Volco arms. Okay, so that's that. Done. Now, from there, let's go on ahead and transition onto the next section. I guess we'll complete the hip piece here. So we want ideally something that is pretty much just a regular belt design. So let's see. And we want the belt to ideally be black and red. Those are the kind of key identifying elements. So that works pretty well. I think that works pretty well. Let's see. I'm going to scroll through just to see if there's anything where there's black and red, not just black. In the design. Wonder what this would look like. Nope, that's not going to work. And I guess... I wonder what this looks like too. That looks interesting too. I think that gives you a bit more of a cooler design, possibly. Okay, wait, let me see. I also wonder, what does this look like? Huh, that looks interesting. I wish the atom part there was, instead of blue, it was red. Then we would have definitely chosen that one. All right, let me just scroll up for a second and just take a look at the other designs that we've checked out. I think that looks kind of interesting too, but it doesn't look like a belt much. So, let's see. So, the Captain Boomerang design. Yeah, I think this looks more like a belt, like a proper belt design. So, I think we'll go with that. Okay, sweet. So, then for the leg pieces. For the leg pieces, we want something that ideally has the pistol holsters that the character has. So, we're trying to design that. This sort of has that vibe, but unfortunately, this one also gives you the black boots, which we don't need because we need the boots to be white. I mean, basically the entire costume is mostly white for her, so that's sort of the motif that we're going for. Actually, I wonder, what would this design look like if it's recolored? I mean, that's not terrible, but I do think that it's not as accurate as it could be. So let's keep scrolling through here and see what else we might be able to come across. And so far, not much luck here. I think this kind of works because it gives you the belt buckles sort of look. So I think that that could work. That's definitely the best we've seen so far. We'll put it that way, I guess, just to be more precise with our analysis here. Ooh, I wonder what this actually looks like recolored. Nope, that is not going to work. I think that could work possibly. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, so that's another option, I guess. It's just that the bar to be not terrible seems like a bit of a low bar, so let's try to actually accomplish something that doesn't just not look terrible, but actually does look really, really awesome. I want to see... No. I guess maybe you could pull this off. I just feel like the light gray is a little metallic looking, you know, because it looks a lot more like armor than what it should. I wonder what recolors on this. I guess you could go with that if you want just like a really simplified look. That's something that's possible too. Okay. Now, this works well as far as the holsters are concerned, because you get that detail. But the problem with this one is that you get the black boots, which is just simply inaccurate, because she doesn't wear black boots. In the trailer, she has white boots. So, ay. Darn it. That would have worked really nicely if we could have just utilized that design. Fortunately, the recolor on this doesn't work very well either. I guess that's kind of halfway decent as far as the look is concerned. So I'd say that it's really between that. No, that won't work. Yeah, I'd say that I think this or the other one that I thought looked decent was... Where is it? Which one was it? I don't remember. I can't find it. I don't remember which one it was. Is this a sign? Is it meant to be? It wasn't this one. I guess the arm leg piece looked kind of cool too with the silver pieces. This one here, but it wasn't that great, to be honest. You know what? Let's go with this design. I think it captures some of the key elements that we need to be in the design. So in that sense, we're okay. All right. So from there, let's go on ahead and transition to the face piece. Whoops. Why did that not remove the beard design? Okay. So for the face, I think we can, like, there's no super specifics that we're looking for as far as, like, I guess I'm trying to remember, is there a specific eye color? I don't think so. I think her eyes are brown, but then again, I also don't think we would be able to adjust it regardless, because you can only adjust like the makeup around the eyes for these characters, like this one for example, you see, so you can't adjust the actual design. Oh, we got to change the face, or I guess the color on the eyebrows there. So that works. And then we need to change the hairstyle. Now, I think that with this one, there's sort of several different routes that you can go. So first of all, I think that some people would say, well, her hair is definitely kind of like ginger in the movie. And I think that that's a fair point. I just feel like this orange that we have in this game is just way, 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 way too orange. So if you want to go this route and kind of go like with the exaggerated look, you could go that route. Or if you want it to be a little bit more toned down, I think you could go this route as well. I think that this hairstyle actually does work pretty well. I don't think that does. You could possibly... Can you equip this? Okay, so you could also go this route, which I think works quite well. But I feel like in a lot of the promo design, we see that she has kind of like some of her hair going backwards. So I think that this will work well for our design. One thing that I am curious, because she does have the batons on her back. I wonder, will this let us equip something? It does not. Darn it. I was hoping we'd be able to have the longer hairstyle and the batons on the back, because then it would have been like a really cool combo, but unfortunately it does not permit you to do that. Okay, so now what we're looking for is essentially kind of like a armor sort of look. It just has to have sort of like a spy feel to it for her costume, so that's what we're looking for. Armor slash spy type feel. That's what we're looking for. Because it doesn't really have to have a lot of details. She doesn't have like a logo or something like that. Like, you know, like a Black Widow logo on the center of her chest or something along those lines. So that is not a concern with this design, to say the least. Okay, so let's, I guess, start at the lower section here and then kind of build up. I guess you could maybe use something like this, but this, again, looks more like she's wearing a jacket on top of, like, an outfit, so it's not that accurate, unfortunately. Nope, that won't work. All right, let's just start scrolling through and see what we managed to come up with for this design for Black Widow. I wonder what this would look like. I think that looks pretty cool. I think that could possibly work for this design, but let's keep scrolling and see what else we may be able to find. Okay, so this is definitely going to work. I think that that works plenty well. I feel like there's a bit of lines missing. Like, I feel like you could probably get a bit better detail, but let's keep scrolling and see what else we may be able to find here. Okay, let's pick up the pace here as we scroll up. I wonder what this would look like repainted. Not all that great, unfortunately. Okay, so that works really, really well. The problem with it is that we would have to change the hip design completely. We'd have to repaint it, because now it just looks like she's wearing two different belts. But this really does work well, because it gives her the shoulder straps that she has where the batons connect. So that's kind of a good option here. I guess this gives you kind of like belt buckles and sort of look, so it's not terrible. But again, It's not really what we're aiming for. Is not terrible. We're trying to actually do a good job and come up with something that looks epic and cool. I think that actually looks kind of cool too. Unfortunately, it has a lot of purple on it, so can't really use it, but it does look cool, so I'll give it that much. What are recolors on this? Oh, okay. That's odd. It's literally just like the skin tone up at the top there that recolors. It's none of the actual costume components. Sort of surprising, not gonna lie. Ooh, this could look cool because it also has the straps kind of thing. But this looks more armor-esque than what we're going for. So I don't know if this is a great option. And again, I feel like for this one, we'd probably have to remove the waist belt because otherwise it just seems a little too busy. Wonder what the Deathstroke design. Nope, that's not gonna work. I wonder, could we... I'm really genuinely wondering now. Could we make this maybe work? But again, I feel like it's a little too armor looking. Let's see. Let's keep scrolling. Maybe we come across something else that just happens to be perfect for this design, you know? That could work, but it's not great, to be honest. What about the Black Canary? Nope. That is not going to work. And so, I wonder what would this look like? Nah. That does not work, unfortunately. And so that's that. That's all the different torsos. Okay, so I would say for me... First of all, that kind of looks cool too. I would say for me, there's a couple of options that you can go with. So first and foremost, I would say that one of the better looking designs, if you just want to go for like looks wise, I do think that this one looks pretty cool. I don't know how accurate it is, but it's not completely inaccurate. And I think some of that will also be alleviated from removing the extra belt, so she doesn't have like two different belts going. I think that that would make this design look cooler. I think that honestly, even this looks kind of cool, but I think that that's completely inaccurate. So I would say that it's between that, then the Queen torso, which was... It wasn't Mara, sorry. Although she's a queen too. It's this one right here, Queen Atalanta. So I think that that works decently well for this design also. I just think that this one is a tad bit almost oversimplified. And then what I will say is that surprisingly, the Malcolm Merlin torso piece sort of works decently well because of the belt. So this one is accurate in the sense that it gives you the shoulder straps and the belt. So it's kind of tough because of that to figure out which is the best. I guess what we'll do is adjust the hips to just be... With all those belt designs that we went through, now it just seems like it was all for nothing. Because you can see as soon as we've re-edited that, I mean, look at that. That is pretty darn accurate to the costume that Black Widow has in the Black Widow movie and movie trailer. So with that in mind, ladies and gents, there you have it. That is going to be our design for Black Widow here today. Let me know what you guys think of the design down in the comment section below. Also, would you like to see a video for Red Guardian? Because I think that would be really, really fun to build as well. Like I said, Red Guardian, and then this giant beast of wrath has appeared. But first and foremost, let's take a look at our design here for Black Widow. I have to say, I think we knocked it out of the park, all things considered. We have a pretty sweet looking costume, a pretty sweet looking design for Black Widow, and overall I am pretty happy with what we managed to come up with. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Of course, don't forget to have an absolutely fantastic day, and I do hope to catch you guys here next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators. Bye-bye, guys.